I, as I always tell you, either if you have nothing to hide, you can face the Tribune. And if you do have anything wrong that you have done, then the Tribune is going to face you, one of the two. So, in the meantime, I'd like to welcome my co-host, Mr. Producer, Mr. Clark Feeley. Clark Feeley, how are you today?
I'm pretty good.
It is Friday, my friend.
It is? Oh, good. I don't have to come to work for like a week. Monday's a holiday, and gee, criminy, I'll see you next
Well,
week.
let me tell you a secret, my
Here
friend.
we go.
Let me tell you a secret, so in case, because you knew in the news business.
Yeah, all right.
There's
Here we
no
go.
holidays in
Yeah,
the
here
news
we go.
business. There's no holiday in the news business. The paper have to come out no matter what.
Oh,
So,
it doesn't come out on Monday though. It's a holiday.
yeah,
I have to celebrate I have to honor all the veterans.
yeah.
I have to go to the cemetery and lay a lot of wreaths.
How are you gonna honor all those if you don't have a paper to come out on Wednesday? You know, we did have, we honor already.
Oh,
And I tell you, I'm very happy today, not only because it's Friday, not because I'm gonna go to California. So I sound like a Schoenmaker, what's his name?
who?
The governor of California, Schoenmaker.
Brown.
No, the one before him.
Oh, Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger, I call him Schwarzenegger.
Schwarzenegger, what? What did you say?
Schwarzenegger,
Oh, jeez, okay. I just wanted to make sure
I don't
we're
know
politically
this.
correct around here.
you know, but only because he was married to a Kennedy, he
Right.
could have won that election. You
I
know,
don't know, was he married to her or married to the maid? I forget.
no, both of them. He
Oh.
was married to both of them. The maid was better off because she got money and she know how to be obligated to show up with that ugly face anywhere else. I don't know how she found him attractive, to be honest with you. That's the ugliest guy I ever seen in the street, and that's the ugliest accent I ever seen. I
It's
ever
a
hear.
regular accent, I mean, that's the way they talk, where he's from.
Yeah, that's the way they talk like
Is he
that.
Austrian or something
Is that
like
because he was a Republican or he was a rhino?
No,
That's
he's
how
from
they talk.
Austria or
Oh,
someplace.
Austria?
Isn't it from Austria?
No, it's another strange country like that.
Oh, really?
But I'm very happy because even the police union, I think it's the police union, police group, I don't know what that's.
See, that's probably a new group too.
That's probably a new group.
Oh, a lot of new
Del
groups coming
Fiore,
up today.
she is unfit for Congress. Well, I already said that month ago.
But that qualifies her for Congress. There's nobody in Congress that's fit.
Yeah,
That's the problem we're having.
but, you know, I think my honest opinion is Michelle Fiore can do better for the people of Nevada by being in the assembly, maybe running for the Senate. But if she run for the Senate, I don't know if she is on a time term, on a term limit or not. But she can fight better for this for the injustices that we have here if she stays in the Nevada legislation than going to Washington. I said that already. I wrote about that article when she suggested that the people can't go and point a gun at a police officer if the police officer point a gun at you first. Well, if the police officer point a gun at you, he got an advantage already. He got the gun out. You're not gonna have time to get your gun out. So why are you telling the people that might vote for you because they are infatuated with your beautiful body, or they think it's a beautiful body? I don't agree with them in that
You've
part.
kind of already lost the situation when he's got you first. It's kind of like, that's not
Yeah,
the best time in the
of
world
course.
to try to be
Of course.
Jesse James or something. You know, you've already kind of lost. Kind of bad timing to try to.
Now, I don't see her been punished because she used money from her campaign to go to defend Bundy. Bundy is a Nevada resident. Bundy is, in the eyes of too many people, an honorable man, and I think then the money that she used to go over there to defend him or to show him the moral support that he needed, there gotta be more people like Michelle Fiore, without the gun, of course, it gotta be more people like that, she deserves a better response than it, but.
What has she said about Bundy after the fact now? Is she making any statements about the fact that he shouldn't be in jail or this or that?
No, that's all she's saying. I don't know that she say anything different, but whatever she said, she had the right to say it.
But she should be a lot more boisterous after getting on an airplane to go see what's going on. Don't you think she'd be a lot more active?
Oh, definitely.
Definitely,
but she's been elected to an office in Nevada. She had to play the game.
Well, I understand her going there.
She cannot go over there and come back bad-mouthing everybody, because then she would not get elected. Remember, she is antagonizing the former majority leader. I love when I write his name and I put the former majority leader. He's not the majority leader anymore. Mr. Harry Reid, Mr. Clean, fiscal, no, what is it, clean face?
Mr. Clean.
Mr. Clean, not clean face.
No.
No, he got a dirty face.
He was ever clean-faced.
Yeah, okay.
Two-faced.
I believe
he's like Hillary, he can't be on Mount Rushmore because they don't have room for two more faces.
Yeah. So I believe that she could be a little more, but she gotta play the game. She gotta be the politician that they want her to be.
Well, I think she should be down there in front of wherever Bundy's incarcerated, demonstrating every time there's a get-together down there for his release. I think that's where she needs to be. If she can get on an airplane and go all the way to Montana or wherever, or Oregon.
No, they're here in Vegas, isn't they?
He is.
Yeah, he is in Vegas.
But she went to Montana or Oregon because of him. So why isn't she in front of the courthouse or wherever he's locked up now?
Yeah, he's in the county jail,
Was she there for the demonstrations?
In the federal whole house or whatever, the federal.
She should be there speaking out.
Yeah. But I cannot give her any advice. None of the advices that I give her is like the advices that I give Sharon Engel. People think because I talk with an accent, I think with an accent. I probably can give a better advice to them than those advisors that they have in their team, Some of the advices that she has are too busy writing bad checks and running away from a bench warrant. But that's a story for another.
What does that have to do with Engel? Is she
No, okay. Some of the advisors they have.
Oh, okay.
Some of the advisors, the Michelle Fiore and Victoria Seaman and the water guy, whatever his name is, the water peddler. What's his name? Jones, somebody. It come to me. I'm so busy. I'm so confused with him that I forgot what his first name is. He peddled water. He liked to trade advertising for water. Whatever he water he sell. Anyway, people like that is not. It's not. They're not playing fair. They pretend to be what they're not. They pretend to be honest. They pretend to be the most pure human beings. All these campaign managers, they all take the money and leave. They take the money and then, boom, They go here, they go there, they go to a hospital, they go to a sanitarium.
They're back for the next season, the
Right,
next campaign season.
right. In
They
the
always
old days,
return.
the campaign managers work for their money. They work for their money. Today, they don't, you know. But what can I tell you? They prefer to pay.
Who was that guy, Murphy, that worked for Bush? They had $120 million, and Trump trumped him with Trump spent like 20 or 30 million dollars and just tore his head off. You know, and Michael Murphy, I think his name is. He was a campaign manager.
Yeah, for Jeb Bush.
For Jeb Bush. It had a $120 million war chest. What happened to it? He did a good job, huh? But he'll be hired by somebody else the next go around.
Yeah.
You know.
You know, it's like people tell me they have to hire David Thomas because he can put them. If you need David Thomas to become an elected official, you don't deserve to be an elected official. And you admitting that the only reason that you hire David Thomas is like that guy that was here. What's his name? Joe Hardy, right?
Yeah.
Joe Hardy, he said, I had to hire him because I want to be reelected. But then you don't deserve to be re-elected, asshole, you know? Because David Thomas is not gonna, it's not the right people, it's not the right person to do any of that stuff. The people of Nevada should be re-electing you, not a campaign pimp.
And you should be very leery of anything going on with judgeships. I mean, any influence whatsoever over a judge should be eliminated. They should not be required to raise campaign funds. They should not have to have a campaign manager because that leads to corruption. What is this David Thomas when he gets a judge elected? Do you think he doesn't have influence with that judge?
Of course they do.
Yeah,
they
it's
know
corruption.
That.
It's corruption.
And then they tell you, oh, he's not going to run my courtroom. No, he don't need to call the courtroom. He's going to run you.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, just the impropriety, the appearance of impropriety is overwhelming.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that, you know?
That's what it is, my friend.
You got Hillary Clinton there on TV now, and the interviews after this thing came out from the Justice Department or whatever it was, Inspector General, that came out, and she said, oh, that doesn't mean anything, that's just, you know, it's kind of like the thing with the FBI is not an investigation, it's just a security inquiry. I mean, she is just pathetic. When are you people going to wake up and see that? I mean, what's going to happen when she gets recommended for indictment? What's your prediction?
Oh, you mean recommended for? Oh, she's not going to be recommended to be the
FBI
nominated for presidential. He's going to be nominated for prison.
Right.
Oh, I see.
But if she gets recommended by the FBI for indictment...
Let me ask you, because you know everything. How did she do yesterday over here?
Well, she had 500 attendees. I think they called them pre-screened or something. They used some description of these 500 that they had been, not plants, but they had some description of them that implied like they were,
I mean.
What are you talking about? It's 500 people were busted.
And where was the meeting? At the Mirage. At the Mirage.
Yeah.
So it's the only time those people can go to the Mirage and have a donut and coffee, or I think it's.
Do you think they even had that there?
I'm sure.
Something to get them there, I guess.
I'm sure they do.
Well, they gave them the day off or a couple hours off or something, because they're all union people. So, 500, isn't that? That's pathetic.
But I tell you, if I was Donald Trump, I would make sure that somehow he can push Hillary Clinton to allow, to be able to say, I'm gonna give every American citizen a job as soon as I become president, because now she talked like this. She had to scream and yell because otherwise people don't hear what she said. Okay? She gonna say, I wish Donald Trump will say, proof, tell the people why you're gonna, tell them that you're gonna give him a job. And then she's gonna come out and say, as soon as I become the first day in the White House, I'm going to give everybody a job. And I'm going to take the television set away from them. And nobody's going to vote for her, and everybody's going to vote for Donald Trump. Because that's the only way the Democrat people, they become attached to Oprah Winfield show and a paycheck at the end of the month, so they don't have to argue and they don't have to do nothing else. They don't have to go to work. They don't have to look for a job. They don't have to do nothing but sit in front of the TV, watch Oprah, because Oprah supported Barack Obama. You have to remember that. It's time for you to pay for that. You have to pay the price. Oprah gave you Barack Obama, and now you have to support the continuation of the Democrat Party for the next 8 years. You have to listen to Oprah Winfield, and that's why I stopped watching Oprah. You know,
I'm not 100% sure that Oprah really supports Obama anymore. I think
I don't know if I don't know if she do it now, but she did it.
No, absolutely.
Okay, and she gave a lot of money to him.
Yeah, she
You
did.
know, so the damage was done already. That's all it is. You know, and Tuesday, I believe it's Tuesday. We're gonna record a show. Then it's going to run on Wednesday with Judge Hafen. The judge, they have the audacity to handcuff an innocent poor little girl that worked for the public defender.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what his spin on it is, that's for sure.
Yeah, you know.
You know.
They first of all, they need a new leader in the public defender. That what's his name again?
Phil Cohn.
Phil Cohn need to go. He's not give the office any kind of a good reputation. He's not give the office of the public defender any kind of prestige or ethical or even judicial respect. He is a puppet over there, that whoever appointed him to that job, he need to go. And those people that are in his good side, they need to pay the price. You know, I was over Judge Eric Goodman's courtroom the other day, and the public defender was trying to defend, if they know how to defend anybody, because none of those public defenders know anything but collect a paycheck. That's all they do. And this is my opinion. My name is Rolando Larraz, and I take that opinion to the bank. That's my opinion. Okay? She was there trying to argue, and the judge was telling, or the prosecutor was telling her that she was wrong because she was using her position to tell the defendant something that she was not supposed to be telling the defendant, and on the phone, so it was recording. How stupid can you be? Anybody that talk with anybody in the county jail thinking that they have the privacy of attorney-client, what do you call it? Attorney-client privilege. It is too stupid to be a lawyer, you know. But anyway, she said to the judge, well, I guess I'm going to have to find a better investigator. And Judge Goodman said, if I was you, I would start looking for an attorney, because if you get that attitude, you're going to need an attorney.
Well, you know, an investigator, they might be able to come out with the truth, but that doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean they're going to use it.
Doesn't mean anything in the court.
Doesn't mean they're going to use it.
Oh, no, they'll go against it.
It doesn't mean that they're going to.
This judiciary knows nothing about the truth.
That's right.
Nothing.
Nothing.
They don't know anything about the law either. Nothing.
That sounds like the commercial for one of those insurance companies. Nothing. Nothing.
Well, that's pathetic. It's pretty pathetic.
You know, they good when they want to be good, and they bad when they.
When you have a judge utter the words, "I don't care about subject matter jurisdiction." What are you talking about? You don't care about subject matter jurisdiction? You don't have any jurisdiction. You don't care about that? You're just going to go marching down the path and make rulings that have no bearing because they're all void?
That's why he doesn't mind. That's why he doesn't.
Because he gets paid anyway.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care.
I guess so. It's amazing.
He doesn't care because
The taxpayers are gonna care when they get hit with a big bill from these illegal rulings that are coming out of the district court in Nevada.
and I don't know.
Supreme Court just came down with a ruling that the district court did not have just jurisdiction to deed over 22 mining claims that existed in California. How come the courts don't know this? You can't deed property in another state. Who the hell do they think they are? You know, and now what kind of repercussions does that cause? What kind of damages resulted from property actually being deeded? How do you straighten that out? It takes money. And who has money? The taxpayers. The judges aren't going to pay anything. Courts aren't going to pay. The taxpayers are going to pay. Nice. And then you have a Sandoval raising $1.5 billion in taxes. How much of that goes for mistakes that were made?
I was listening to somebody yesterday, I don't know who was it, to be honest with you. He said, that's not a commercial tax or whatever they call them. It is a state tax. We never had a state tax before.
You mean now the commerce tax?
The
commerce tax
the commerce tax. Yeah, the commerce tax. Now...
It's not an income tax, you're saying?
No, it's a state tax. But they call them commerce tax. So
because you're taxing businesses.
Yeah.
That's a tax. That's an income tax.
That's a state tax. Everybody's going
but it's based on income of the business.
Everybody's going to be paying.
But it's based on income. So that's an income tax.
Yeah.
The way I put words together, tax on income is an income tax. I know that they want to call it something else, like Obama. That's not a tax. Whatever he was calling the health deal wasn't a tax.
Oh, the Obamacare, you mean?
Yeah, it wasn't a tax. But then Roberts, the Supreme Court judge, calls it a tax. So I mean, what is it? Is it a tax? Is it not a tax?
Let me tell you, it's not really make that much difference what the public says, what the public agree or not, because those people that are sitting in the decision-maker opinions or decision-making they don't care what the public says. You think when they go, like for example, you think when they go to the county commission or the city council, and then at the half hour, I'm going to be talking about the Las Vegas Fire Department, and everybody is so crazy about it. Everybody's so, I'm going to be talking. I got a beef with them. I got a situation with them, but they need to scrutinize those not the firemen, but the other ones. What do you call the ones that come to?
Paramedics?
The paramedics, yeah. Fire and they call them something else. Fire or something else. I don't know what they call them. But all I know is that they are completely out of their mind. They are completely out of control. An attitude, and the more that where is he going? The more he do. And the fire chief, McDonald, it sounds like a chain of food.
Hamburger.
Yeah, a hamburger chain. McDonald, I'm still waiting for him to return my phone call so I can discuss the attitude and the disrespectful attitude that those firemen have when they go to somebody's house. They don't have the right to tell the owner of the house, the lady of the house, shut up, I'm not talking to you.
Wow.
Oh yeah, oh yes. You need to read Las Vegas Tribune next week, because that's going to be on the front page of the paper. That's going to be in the front page. I'm going to give him until Monday. Because they close today. It's Friday, so he's not.
Monday's a holiday.
Monday's a holiday too.
There
so.
can't be any fires on
Okay,
Monday.
I'm gonna give it until Tuesday morning.
Okay.
If he doesn't call me by Tuesday, I'm gonna print it. I got the article already wrote, and so I wrote the article already, so no problem with that. Either he call me or I print the paper. I print the article. So, but that is. They need to be more considerate with people that they are going to their house to pretend to save their life, you know. So in the meantime, Tuesday, either Monday or Tuesday, Josh Hafen is going to be here. We're going to talk about the what do you call
The cuffing of the participant,
Of
the
the public defender.
public
or
defender,
the public defender?
that, whatever her name is, I forget, but.
Oh, she got some
The
kind
little-
of a, I don't know, Indian or Arab or something,
Right.
some strange name. I don't have my glasses on, so I cannot see. Can you see the name?
Well,
Oh, you got glasses too? Oh, I got glasses too.
well.
I forgot about it. I never.
Oh my God! Here you pronounce Zora Bakhtari.
Like a sorrow? Like a sorrow?
Zora Bakhtari.
A female sorrow.
Zohar. Zora.
A female sorrow.
Zohra. You pronounce it. Zora. Zora Bakhtari.
I wonder if she's still in the same track or they moved her to a different track so she don't have to.
Well, I think that day she asked to be relieved a little bit instead of going on with her work because she was shaking so bad. And the judge says, no, you just do your job. So she was there shaking on her next client. You know, is that fair representation to have your lawyer all shaken up? Oh, God.
Now they know how it feels to be handcuffed and sitting over there with the rest of the inmates.
Yeah.
Now they have
Crazy.
the feeling how it feels that way. And I believe every defense attorney should be sitting over there one time or another. And even the prosecutors, they should
How about
have
the judge?
They have
Who's
to
gonna
have,
put the judge in cuffs?
they have, well, we go step by step. You
Oh,
cannot
okay.
put everybody at the same time, you know. But I tell you the truth, I believe that every one of those people that play lawyer in the courtrooms should be doing putting themselves in there so they know how they feel, you know. And then when the people try to appeal the decision and people appealing. Oh, you don't have a reason for appealing. You don't have any reason to appeal. Everybody has the appealing rights. Everybody.
You know, we've done a lot of shows where the discussion has gone to the point that the jails are so full, they don't have any space to put any more people, and the jail just becomes a revolving door where you come in one door and you go out the other one because they have no space to put you. Well, why was it that important that this particular person that was charged with something be put in jail for 6 months? He hasn't been convicted. So why
he was
is like
convicted
Bundy?
already. He was convicted already. The guy was convicted.
Of past ones.
He got lucky.
Oh no, he didn't do community service or something on one of the convictions.
He was on probation.
Okay, so he was on probation.
He was in probation. So he already committed a crime. It's like the same thing that happened with all those 8 kids that supposedly was killed by Jessica Williams. They play like, the 8 innocent kids. They were there doing punishment job for the court.
The real putting of that one is the government shouldn't have put him there.
That's
On the
right.
friggin' highway.
Why
They're the
do you
ones
think Jessica
responsible
Williams is in
Because they
prison?
wanted to distract the attention away from the real person at fault, who was the government for putting them there,
That's right.
away from the, real responsible parties.
You know, I don't think it is, I don't think then everybody, I don't think everybody is as innocent as victim of the situation as everybody trying to put it in. You know, those kids were there, they were criminals already, they were being punished by the court. The only thing is the court could find another place to punish, like in the high school where they attend high school, so they can be embarrassed if they get embarrassed, because at that time, at that age, all those kids think it's funny, and it's a big deal to be doing time for a crime they committed.
Yeah, that's true. You know, it depends on their ages. I mean, if they're in school, maybe you should punish them in front of the school. Let them pick up the trash out, because that shows the other kids. Like wearing the scarlet letter A, you know.
What is the A, asshole?
Well, I don't know. Back in the old witching days, they used to put an A if you did something.
What was the A mean?
I don't know. Yeah.
Absolutely?
Yeah.
Absolute vodka?
I don't know what it meant.
Oh.
But they used to put people, you know, in that thing that you stick your head through there, or whatever they call those things. Put you on public display.
You know, we need to find a place to put that clock, man. I don't even know what time is it. I cannot.
12:33.
I don't see the clock.
Well, I do.
You know, we need to find another place to. So, what else we can talk about? We talk about pretty good about the local stuff today, you know, and I think we need to talk a little bit about Donald Trump, right?
Well, Donald Trump is on a roll. He's 1238 now. I don't know if he made 1239 overnight, but these delegates that are unbound, as they call them, they're going to have to switch over and become bound for Donald Trump. I mean, this is stupid. Like today, Rubio comes out with I guess it's an announcement. They called it a backdoor announcement, where he says that he will never vote for Hillary Clinton. And there's only two people running at this point, well, not counting Bernie, of course, but if Hillary's the nominee, and you only have Hillary and Donald Trump.
No. She's supposed to be the nominee.
Right.
It's not final yet.
All right, well,
it's
Rubio's
never final
comment was,
until
if it comes down to Hillary and Donald, he's not going to vote for Hillary, but he is going to vote. So that's his backdoor way of saying, without saying it, that he's going to vote for Donald Trump. Well, why doesn't he just say it? And like Paul Ryan, why don't you just say it? You're backing the goddamn nominee of the Republican Party. Why do we have to play these goddamn games?
You think maybe
grow up?
Do you think maybe they're waiting for a tip? Maybe they
Christ.
want Donald Trump to donate something to their campaign?
This is the problem with our whole system. It's completely broken because it goes down to the egos of these maniacs that think they're running everything. You know, we're the people that are running everything. This is for we the people.
Well, that's the problem. We're not running anything.
Well, that's true.
Come back to reality.
But
we're not running anything.
Well,
we are stupid enough to put these people there to run that for us, and then they turn on us.
Well, I
Simple
think
as
we
that.
all have to become little Donald Trumps. And when someone like Paul Ryan is refusing to back the candidate that everybody took an oath that they would back, whoever the nominee was, well, back them. Well, you're stupid. Paul Ryan, you're stupid. That's what we need to say. Everybody that gets exposed, we call them what they are. We call a spade a spade. You're stupid.
Yeah, but we
And
are,
Rubio, why don't you just say it? Why do you have to be playing games?
Because then we become anti-government, anti-American, anti-everything.
What about Bush? What about his oath that he took, that he would
Well,
support
forget
the
about
nominee?
him.
What
He
about
don't
him?
ca- He don't count.
But it's the point.
Don't worry about that.
It's
That's
the
the
point.
problem.
They're all
with-
a bunch of
that's
babies.
the problem with us. We
Yeah.
give too much importance to stupid people like the Bush family. You know, I
That's
don't
what
care
I'm
what
saying.
they
That's
say.
my point.
You know,
That's
forget
my
about it. Forget about it.
I
You
wish
know.
we could, but you got 47%, my famous number, of people that aren't capable of thinking. They can't think about anything. They don't know. They've been dumbed down.
It's time to stop idolizing those people. That's all it is.
Well, it's like
Make
a
up
movie
your
star.
mind.
Why
Do
do you have
whatever
to-
you think is
why
right.
does a movie star who happens to play a part in a show, why do they have so much influence on this country? Like what, these people, like Sean Penn. Who the hell is he?
What he do now?
Well, he interviewed as your buddy, Chapo, you know, down there in Mexico.
Oh, by the way, now that you mentioned Chapo, I'd like to offer
an apology to
an
Chapo.
apology to Mr. Guzman, Mr. El Chapo Guzman, for compare Harry Reid to him. I didn't mean to insult you, Chapo. I didn't mean to do that.
You're just trying to get off the hit list with Donald.
I'm going to make sure that I write that in the same space and the same length and the same article that I did it last week. I didn't mean to compare you to Harry Reid. I would have never done that.
No.
I was just upset. I was trying to prove a point. I couldn't compare Harry Reid to Charlie Mason or any of those other people. And the first thing that came to my mind, because I can see how they play in politics in Mexico with you, you know, using you as a pawn to go here, go there, and to get money from this country, and to get this and to get that. They already got the money from this country. This country is being pimped by Mexico already, so what is the big deal?
They want to do a Noriega thing, I guess, on your buddy Chapo.
Yeah.
Put him in jail forever and that's it. You know,
He's not my buddy. I unfortunately, I don't know him. I never saw him, you know. If you tell me about John Gotti, yeah, I met John Gotti. I saw John Gotti doing a lot of good things for the people in his community. I saw him being an honest person. I don't know if everything that they said about him was true or not, but I never met El Chapo. But I tell you one thing, I'd rather deal with El Chapo than dealing with Harry Reid. I'd rather have my daughter marry El Chapo than marry Harry Reid. You know, to be honest with you, I don't think it's any question about that. I don't think Harry Reid is an honest man. I don't think he is a dignified person. I don't think he's an ethical person. And I don't like Harry Reid. He's a manipulator.
That's a surprise.
He's a manipulator. He is a complete A-H with capital A and capital H.
Well, we're going to have repercussions from Harry Reid for a long time because, like you say, he's not going away. He's going to have his little strings attached to all his puppets.
Well,
and
so
that's why we have to be sure that this
it is up to the
cycle,
public.
We don't
It is
elect
up to
his
the
puppets.
voters.
We don't elect his puppets.
We don't elect Harry Reid's puppet.
That's right.
You know.
We don't elect Obama's puppets, and we cancel his lease agreement on that house he just rented in Washington, D.C. We surround it and we don't let him have access to that house. He needs to leave. He needs to leave Washington, D.C. Every other president does. The minute that he leaves office and the other guy's sworn in, you have the pictures. He gets his last ride on Air Force One, remember? And he goes on a Marine One there in the lawn and waves from the door and off they go, right? No, Obama gets in the limousine, gonna go to his new house in Washington, D.C. Why is this guy so different? Because of the gigantic mistake.
Look at it in a good way. Look at it in the good side. Look at it. Maybe he's trying to save the country a few bucks.
Yeah.
If he's still there, if he's not going to go anywhere, he might don't need that many Secret Service after he leaves office. He's saving a few bucks to the people of this country.
Let me ask you something. When you're a past president and you go to play golf, does the whole course have to shut down? You know, because you're a past president like he does now? They closed the whole course so he could play golf.
Who?
Obama. They closed the whole town when he comes flying.
President.
When he comes, no, I'm saying that they don't have to close it down when he's a past president.
No.
Better not be. So now if he flies into Vegas for a big gambling spree or whatever, we don't have to close down the flights to the canyon, the Grand Canyon. Like now when he flies in Grand Canyon, the helicopter rides, they can't fly anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that costs them a lot of money. Puts people out of work.
Oh.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, what do he care?
He doesn't care, that's the point.
Okay.
But he's out there saying he's gonna create jobs and he costs jobs.
And let me tell you, let me give a piece of advice to the grandmother than fly to Alaska every time she feels like it to hide from somebody in this town. Okay, she said nobody read the Las Vegas Tribune. Wednesday morning, the paper was sent out to all the people that are subscribed to the online paper. Wednesday afternoon, I got 2 calls, and Thursday morning I got 2 more calls. People that have read the article that I wrote about the lady from California that come over here and try to become a district court judge. I believe, of course, going to the bar, it is not the most intelligent way to find that out, because the bar only answer questions when it's convenient to them. It's like going to the bar is like going to a regular bar. You don't have to go.
Well, you can at least pay the bartender a few dollars and get some information.
And get some information, right? You give him a tip.
Bar,
you give him a tip. If
right.
You offer money to the members of the bar, and they don't like the amount of money you offer, they accuse you of bribing. But if they like the money, the amount, then they give that as a campaign donation. But this lady, she pretend to be from Nevada, but she's not. She's from California. She has been here since 2011. She's been here since December 2011. She passed the bar.
Yeah, she's been there over 5 years.
5 years. 5 years, not even 5 years yet. 5 years will be in December 2016. But David Thomas put her to run against Catherine Ramsey, thank you. Because he wanted to get rid of Catherine Ramsey. He got his puppet, the city attorney, I forgot her name now, that black lady, then is running for judge in Douglas somebody. She got, he wanted to put her there as a judge, and he wants to put this lady on Department 20. I tell you, as much as I dislike Judge Eric Johnson, I will tell you, I prefer Eric Johnson before you can put this woman, whatever her name is, I forgot the name. What's the name?
I don't know.
Oh, God.
Levy.
Oh, Annette. She don't even know how to spell her name. Annette. A-N-A-T.
That's one of those little flies that flies around now and then.
That's ant.
No, not a flying ant.
Oh.
The gnats are flying ants, I think.
Okay.
Gnats.
Okay.
Little pesky deals.
Yeah. And then she go on TV and she think to be a judge, you have to be ethical and you have to be this and you have to be that. But you're not either one. You're telling people that you have been a pro-team judge, but you don't tell people that you could have been 11 years in California, but not in Nevada. What the heck you know about the law in Nevada? First of all, you have to know the law in Nevada, which is way more complicated than anywhere else in any other space in the United States.
Well, no matter what the law is, the law should be in black and white and recorded someplace, so that's
But
the
not
law.
in Nevada. That's the problem with you people. You think that the law is the law. The law doesn't mean a shit in Las Vegas.
Well, that's true.
It doesn't mean anything.
It's not enforced, and it's not upheld, and it's not ruled on, and so forth. It's avoided. The law is avoided because lawyers and judges want to subvert the law. They don't like the law. That's one of those pesky little things that they have to be faced with now and then. So they try to avoid it as much as possible. You ask a judge in this town, what's 2 and 2? They won't answer the question, you know.
I gotta research.
Yeah, I gotta research, right.
I've gotta research that. I don't know. I cannot give you an answer yet. Give me some time, I'll give you an answer. And if it's convenient for them, they agree with you. And if it's not convenient for them, it depends who's gonna give more campaign contribution. Then they make a decision.
Yep, that's what
And
it
they
comes
tell
down
you,
to.
and they tell you. It happened with Josh
That's what
Ochoa.
he said.
And he is sitting over there in family court, ruling
Yeah.
and making decisions in the life and the future of a lot of families. And he told the lawyer, I have not seen your check yet. You don't want to
Yeah.
make me mad, do you?
That's what we got.
You
That's
don't
the
want to make
judicial
me angry.
system.
I'm sorry. I gotta use the right English. Don't make me angry. Mad is not a right word to use. I guess mad is people with less education, right? They use the word mad.
Math?
Mad, M-A-D, mad.
Mad? M-A-D? Oh, don't make me mad.
Don't make me mad.
Oh,
but don't make me
don't
angry.
make me angry. Oh, I see.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I learned something new in the last week.
Right.
I learned something new in the last week. I apologize
there's no way in the
for
world
using the word mad in the past.
that you can say and make a claim that, no judge is gonna pay attention to campaign contributions in their rulings, that doesn't matter. Yeah, baloney, you believe that? I have a bridge for sale that I'll give you a good deal on. Come on, use your heads. You gotta get the campaign money out of the hell of the brains of the judges. They should not be running for election and not raising campaign funds.
I see. I have to agree.
And there has to be a movement to get this on the ballot or whatever has to be done. Get it before the legislature, call your assembly people, your senators, tell them that you want this judiciary to be uncorrupted in this town, and the first step is you don't run for re-election of judges. You
What do
have
you
to have a committee or
What
whatever
do you
set
mean
up.
uncorrupted?
You have to get the judiciary uncorrupted.
Oh, come on. That's not fun. How can you have the judiciary and uncorrupted?
You know, you newspaper are all alike. You always want to have something to write about. You know, you like the fun, the turmoil.
How
That's what
can
you like.
How can you
See, you just
say?
want a story to write.
Yeah. You know, how can you be uncorrupted in the country of Las
I mean,
Vegas?
what kind of story would it make? Judge rules correctly again. I mean, you know, it's boring after a while. What do you mean the judge ruled correct? Can't have that. We have to have judges putting the prosecutors in handcuffs. We have to have this turmoil going on. That's what sells papers, I guess. I don't know, but it's a corrupt system and it needs to change. It's no good for anybody. Got to pay attention.
Really?
Yeah. Got to pay attention.
Really? Why? We're too busy playing the slot machines. We're too busy going to see becoming
What you say about Vegas? You're always saying that. Vegas is different.
Can you tell the driver to stop honking again?
No, they're having a car show out here,
Oh my
remember?
God.
Coming up this weekend. All these classic cars are running around.
Yeah, but we're not gonna do a commercial on them now because they don't want to pay for the
Okay,
commercial.
well, cancel that then.
You know, so
Stop
cancel
blowing the
that.
horn.
Yeah, no. I mean, why would you do something like that? You know, this problem is very simple. This is what I've been saying. This is a different country. This is not the United States. And I'm not saying that the United States laws are that much different in Florida or in Washington, D.C. or anything, but at least they pretend a little bit better over there. They pretend a little bit. Look at Marco Rubio now. He's gonna vote. It's only 2 people in the race.
Yeah, but
He's
we don't
not
know
gonna
the-
vote
we
for
don't know the
Hillary.
name.
So why don't you come out and say, I'm gonna support Donald Trump?
There you go.
You know,
That
it's so
makes it right.
simple. But no, they have to make it difficult. They have to make it very confusing. I am going to vote Republican. Well, that's the only way you can vote, you know.
That's sick. They're a bunch of babies. They're not leaders, that's for damn sure, when you act like that.
They got to play the game.
Did you happen to see Greta last night with the
Yes.
interview of,
Oh man, what a family.
the future first lady?
What a family,
Oh,
man.
can you imagine?
I think she's the first lady that speaks 7 languages.
Yeah,
She's beautiful, she's elegant.
that's an understatement.
Oh my God, what a first family we're gonna have.
And you know what else I enjoyed listening to the other night? She's proud to be an American now. How refreshing! Our current First Lady was never proud to be an American.
No, she wasn't.
You know, now we have a First Lady, potential First Lady, that's actually saying on nationwide TV, I'm proud to be an American. Wow, how refreshing. What a concept. No,
Wow.
she'll be the classiest First Lady ever. And I'm not taking away anything from Barbara Bush or Nancy Reagan. I'm not going to say much about the current White House occupant, but Jack Kennedy and Jackie Onassis had her own certain class, and I'll give her credit for.
Wait a minute, let's
Jackie
go back.
Kennedy had a little bit of class, you know. Other ones like Carter's wife, I won't take anything away from her. I wouldn't put her on the same
He's running for
caliber.
office too.
I wouldn't put her in the same caliber as Trump, but at any rate, I mean, nobody could put her in the same classification. What a first lady we'll have. My
Oh
God,
my
you
God.
can take her anywhere, put her on the cover of any magazine. I mean, what
And
respect
you
we get
know,
around the
and
world.
you notice how surprised Greta was when she said, "We don't argue."
Oh, she was shocked.
What
Oh,
do you
have
mean
to-
you don't
She
argue?
was trying to get something
Oh wow!
there. nothing
And then she tried to become, and I like Greta, don't take me wrong, I thought she was doing a good job. And that's probably question that she do intentionally when she said, well, if your father become the president, who's gonna run the company? We never had that problem before. What do you mean you never had that problem
He
before?
said, you're gonna run the country, don't screw it up.
He said that?
That's what Donald Trump told his kids. You're in charge, don't screw it up.
Yeah,
He's a delegator.
yeah.
That's what we need in the
I
White House.
know, but the 2 brothers, they're not gonna, and the girls too, because the sister is as much involved in the company
More so, I
as
think.
everybody else is.
Ivanka is a real leader herself, I
Fuck!
think.
They're not gonna even you know, and you got people arguing about a trust. You got people, family arguing about a trust, about money that is left for the whole family. Money that is left for whatever reason is left the money.
I'll guarantee you one thing the money wasn't left for is to pay lawyers.
I
That's not
tell
the
you
reason
one
to
thing.
have a trust.
I had a dear friend of mine, a very, very dear friend of mine, that he died, and the 3 kids in the funeral parlor, they were arguing for the money and who was going to run the business. Man, they should have been listening to Greta last night when the Trump family was talking about, we all going to keep doing the same thing, and we all going to be doing what we need to do to keep that company alive. That's all. And hopefully it have nothing, no controversial, and nothing to do with, because the father is the president, they're gonna get benefit from this, they're gonna have this, because they don't do that kind of business. They build businesses, they create businesses, they create jobs.
I thought it was interesting that he's building the classiest hotel supposedly in the world. He's building in Washington, D.C.
Really?
Yeah.
You do it now?
No, you saw it on Greta, didn't you?
No, I didn't see that part.
They went to the hotel that's under construction. It's going to be open soon, but it's going to be the classiest hotel in Washington, D.C. Better than where Harry Reid lives, you know, and
No,
all that.
really?
Oh, way better.
Maybe Harry's gonna move there.
I doubt he's not. They don't have a room set aside for him. He doesn't.
They don't have complimentary rooms
No,
over there? Not for
Not for Harry
Reid.
Reid. Jesus Christ, are you kidding me?
Well, again, it's time to go, my friend.
God damn.
It is Friday.
Leave the show with a joke.
Yeah,
leave 'em laughing.
Leave the show by saying we are going to be blessed with the best first family in long time. God bless you. God bless America. God bless our troops. Thank you for listening. And my name is Rolando Larraz. I stand behind every word I said, especially what I said about Harry Reid, the former majority leader. Done?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I gotta go.
What?
I gotta go to my office. God damn.